Hello, welcome back to another Dragon Dokkan Battle video, and today we'll be ranking all the 2024 Dokkan Fest units. So, as y'all know, the 10th anniversary is coming up in 8 days, as you can see right there. And yeah, so what I wanted to do is to look back at 2024 and see, well, I'll be doing like top 10s and doing like worst to best. So like I think like for things that I'm doing worst to best are like stuff like the Dokkan Fest units, all the LRs that came out last year. Then I mean for the rest of the videos, like the free to play units, the free to play EZA units, the TUR EZAs, and then the LR EZAs. All those would be top 10 videos. So yeah, and basically I'll be giving it, I'll give a bit like my opinion on, well, yeah, I guess it's my opinion on what. Well, for these videos, I'm thinking like which units are from worst to best. Obviously, yes, it's just in top 10, telling you why. I think those units are top 10, and yeah. So yeah, 2024. Honestly, I would say it was a pretty good year for Dokkan. A lot better than 2023. But not to say 2024 was perfect, because there were definitely some stinkers in that year. And speaking of stinkers, that leads us to the worst unit of this year. Well, not this year, my bad, last year of 2024, First Form Frieza. So yeah, I think this guy came out somewhere near the beginning of the year. And yeah, and this guy is also like, I guess you could say the counterpart to Tig Bardock. And man, this guy was a stinker. Like, ooh. And honestly, I don't think this is even debatable. This guy was definitely the worst unit of 2024. Yeah, worst Dokkan Fest unit in 2024. Also, just like y'all know, this is only TR Dokkan Fest. I'm pretty sure I'll put that in the title. So, just like y'all know, no LR Dokkan Fest will be on here. They will be on the LR tier list. Or, well, ranking video. But yes, oh boy. They did him dirty. So, if we look here, all this guy really has is a bunch of stats, which is not very good. Like, just having stats in your passive is not good enough. Unless it's like really high stats, then it'll be pretty good. And you're getting, yeah. And you maybe getting like a few additionals, which I believe he does do additionals here. Does he? Yeah, he does launch additional super attack. But the stats here, they're not doing it. And he is restrictive. Which, a little bit restrictive, which also kind of sucks. Actually, before I keep going into detail for Frieza, let me explain to y'all how this ranking, like worst to best thing works. So basically, in order to determine how good a unit is, we'll be looking at obviously super attack effects, leader skills, passives, active skills, and what's their condition. Well, also conditions are also really important of how you achieve it. Links and categories. So back to the passive. If you only get his full passive, you gotta have 2 Space Traveling Warriors. Which, Space Traveling Warriors is not the greatest category. And I believe he also leads Space Traveling Warriors, which is nice. Space Traveling Warriors probably did need a new leader. It's just the category itself is not very good. Although there are some good units, so I think you could activate his passive pretty easily because you got Elder Choice right there. I mean, that's good. There was another one. I don't think I have this unit. Oh yeah, Lord Slug. Jaren's pretty good too. So I mean, he got some pretty solid units here, right? You got Topo. Yeah, he'll be coming up on the list later. I mean, yeah, there's some okay units on here. It's just you mainly want to run on the extreme class, like terrifying conquerors. There it is. Yeah, you also need some terrifying conquerors in order to get his passive up too. So, and here's the thing: if you don't have the Space Train Warriors or terrifying conquerors on your team, Frieza. I mean, his stats suck. Like, like okay. Like I was taking out, I've taken him out to like a few red zones. Because obviously that's like one of the newer contents they're doing, and you want them to work. Like that's that content you want to do to complete missions and all that. And like first round, he'll be okay with taking hits, but after that, he just doesn't have good defense. He's taking a bunch of damage. Even after like he supers, he's taking too much damage. Now, damage-wise, this guy does some pretty good damage. He does. That I will agree. He does great damage. It's just defensively, he's bad. Even with support, it doesn't do him good enough. And I do think like they definitely should have given some sort of defensive mechanic, maybe like guard or damage reduction or dodging. That works too. That or higher stats would have worked. And yeah, and also his action skill, I think, for most part, it's pretty good. Like, it's not bad. Like, Pure Saiyans category enemy, that is very easy, because there are a lot of Pure Saiyans. But already get on 5th turn too, that works too, but, I mean, it's just not too bad. Like, F skill, solid. Links, he has some good links here. It's just, I guess that's another issue. It's just the characters he needs to link up with for all these links. They're just outdated. Like Wicked Bloodline is not the category it used to be. Oh wow, we're 7 minutes into this already. Okay, but yes, Wicked Bloodline is not the good category it used to be. A lot of units here have aged out, definitely. Oh no, you need super bosses, right? Yeah, that sucks. I mean, there is this unit right here, but they're not super great. I mean, they're not terrible, but they're not like super good. And I think like you don't want to run a slot 1. And this guy's definitely not a slot 1 character because he needs the super in order to get all his defense. Because he has nothing protecting him. Honestly, that's just his biggest problem. Terrible defense, leader skill. It's, I mean, they definitely did need a new leader, but it's just now planetary destruction is not a bad category. I would say it definitely has gotten better, especially with the Broly celebration. Very good, and also this from Final Form Frieza here is also what. Oh yeah, Final Form Frieza. That's a good, decent linking partner, but Final Form Frieza. I mean, early in the fight, good. Later in the fight, not so good. Yeah, it's just this one for Frieza. In terms of himself, can't do too much other than damage. But he's just very easy. He's squishy, too squishy. Yeah. So like there are definitely redeeming qualities. It's just his biggest issue is his defense. That's really it. It's just that defense is terrible. And it gets him killed really easily. Yeah. Alright, next up. Okay. In this next place, it's pretty hard who I want to put here. I was thinking either Topo here or the next guy on the list. I'm going to show you him. Vegeta. So now these are now this is where units are actually a lot better. Like we're getting better. It's just the biggest problem with them is they're a bit too restrictive. Well, this is Topo's issue. Topo's issue is he's a bit too restrictive. Like he has damage reduction, which is great. Incredible. And he has pretty good stats here too. Plus he supports. I like that. It's just and the restrictions do kind of hurt him. Because he does need special poses and or defenders of justice on the team, which now in terms of Universal House Saga, which is probably the team most people probably run him on, which makes sense. Actually, let me check. Where is it? Universal Saga. Alright, let's see how many special poses categories we got down here. We got these guys right here, but they're bad. They're not runnable. Alright, there is you. But this guy, he hurts the team. He does link up with Topo, but he hurts the team because, again, I'm pretty sure this Topo here needs special pose category ally, or no, not special pose, Universe 11 category allies, which restricts the team even more. Yeah, that's not very good. And there's this guy, which he's outdated. I'm pretty sure this guy is outdated. Oh, there's you. Her EC is pretty good, if I remember correctly. And so, but that's right. You're not supposed to oppose though. Oh boy. Oh, there's you. I don't remember. I mean, I guess you're solid. Jiren, I don't think he's on special pose, is he? But he's on Defenders of Justice, right? Yes, Defenders of Justice. Okay, so yeah, I get you guys. You got Jiren. You got the LR Tech Jiren. But so I guess you can fill up your requirements. It's just a little difficult too, a little bit, because you do gotta kind of restrict yourself. You know, which honestly does kind of suck a bit. And this guy is on a good amount of categories. And leader skill, honestly, not too bad. And special poses is nice. They got a good new leader. So, and actually, now I'm looking at this. Special poses might not be too bad. I mean, we did get this brand new Gotenks. He's good, and Gotenks is okay as right now. He aged pretty quickly, I must say. There was that, and this tech Gotenks also works. Oh, that's a big issue because a lot of these are a bunch of tech Super Saiyan 3. These are a bunch of Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. They don't link well together. Except for you link well. And I guess the Gammas too. They're good. These, I don't remember it. I'm pretty sure y'all were. Yeah, y'all. That was a weird unit. I remember. But yeah, he's on a good amount of categories. It's just his restriction to gain the damage reduction does hurt him. Once he transforms, he gets a lot better. Like, he's very defensive, but only for probably the first 1-2 turns, because he does lose the damage reduction, which does suck. So you may want to use God Topo near the end of the fight. So yeah. Now let's look at Vegeta here. So I'm struggling. I feel like I want to put Topo above him. But, because Topo, he He is defensively good. So Vegeta, on the other hand, ah, ay, uh, he's a little funky. I guess is the best way to describe him. He's just a little funky. Like me and how do I explain this unit? Jeez, that's a long passive. Okay, Vegeta here. He does have a few things I like. He does. Like, he has damage reduction in his passive. He has it, which is good. And I think he also, he has a chance of dodging. But a lot of it is it's inconsistent, I guess is the best way to put it. Like, he is definitely dependent on orbs. Because if you get, like barely orbs, like maybe 3 orbs, like, he's not going to do so well. But let me check. Doesn't he orb change? Yes, he changes to rainbow key spears, which is nice. So that does help out a bit. But if you don't get a good amount of orbs, this guy is very squishy. Like, and he can take quite a bit of damage. But if you get like a good decent amount of orbs, he's gonna look pretty I mean, not super impressive, but like, okay, that's good enough, you know. And his attack stats at the very beginning are very low. Like, I think when I was using him, he was only doing like 4 million. I think 4 million, is that right? It was like, yeah, I think it was like 4, maybe 5. Yeah, so like his attack stat can start pretty low, but like, obviously, as the fight goes on, his attack set becomes a lot more impressive. And he does have this ability. But sadly, it's only for 1 turn. Where he changes all the... Yeah, after he performs 5 or more attacks. Or super attacks, my bad. He changes all the key spears to AGL. Which that activates his full passive. And voila. He's doing quite a bit of damage, and he's looking to go defensively. Problem is, once again, it's a once per turn thing, and I kind of do wish he also would change his orbs to AGL, because his passive, while it does require him to get orbs to activate certain passives, those certain passives require AGL orbs. Oops, I unplugged the cord. But yeah, it just kind of sucks. Yeah. So in a way, his passive is a little restrictive. Like, not restrictive, like, I guess restrictive a bit. It's like a little bit. He has some pretty good links here. Like, Prodigy, is that good? And Prodigy is decent. He has Sand Lineage. Probably one of the best links in the game. And categories, he doesn't got a lot. Vegeta family. I do like to look at Vegeta family every once in a while. Man, Vegeta family. Like, there are some good units in here. Like, this AGL Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. Or, not AGL. Yellow. Purple Vegeta. There's an Easy A recently. Tech Vegeta here. Like, there are some solid units. It's just, and that Tech Vegeta. Problem is, there's not a lot of color variety, I would say. And there's not like an actual Vegeta leader as a Reggie. I think Tech Vegeta is a Vegeta family. So you be your solid family. But yeah, it's just his other categories. Like, he doesn't work. I mean, Pure Sense obviously he's gonna work there, but problem is there's just a lot of Pure Sense, and there's much better options than running him, because this guy, he's kind of a gamble. Yes. Dragon Ball Z, it's just the rest of the categories, I would say. Except for Gifted Warriors. It's kind of hard. Like, just Vegeta is a little frustrating. Like, he can be very good, but at the same time, he can also suck. Like, Planetary Destruction, I mean, you have Broly's on here, and Broly's are good. Same thing with Human Deeds. I think a lot of, yeah, Broly does carry this man, doesn't he? Oh boy. Oh yeah, now about his leadership, which is Plain Name Saga, which did need a new category leader. Glad they made one. Gifted Warriors, which is pretty good since we have gotten some pretty good Gifted Warriors, and then Human Deeds, which also has some good characters. Mainly beating Broly. Now, Plain Name Saga, I've got a new leader. Characters just suck on there though. This character I got them dirty because there's only good characters on here. It's Eiichiro Vegeta and Ted Gohan. I guess Nail also was pretty decent EZA, but everyone else here just sucks. And there's Full Power Frieza, but I don't think he's like a team though. He's not working with anyone on this team. I'm sorry. He needs another Frieza. Which there's no other good Frieza. Just that one. Gee, I'm checking Human Deeds. And there's you. But again, like I said earlier, this guy's squishy. He's very squishy. And Get to Warriors, obviously, it's definitely his best team out of the bunch. But yes. Yeah, I guess this guy's main problem is he's too inconsistent. Yeah. Which is his biggest flaw. And that inconsistency is not very good because it's either you can be good, he can be solid, or he's bad. Okay. Next one on the list, I think Goku Black Super Saiyan Rose. Now this guy, I remember when he first released, this guy was not very good. He just wasn't. As time got on, I mean, he got better a little bit. And I think JP gave this guy a boost, didn't they? Honestly, that's kind of a global shaft right there. But yeah, plus he got a banner unit over JP. Well, this guy didn't. Or over here in Global, he didn't. But I think his banner unit did come out with Frieza. Yes, it was for Frieza. Yeah. Now this guy, honestly, I would see same issue with Vegeta. Inconsistent. I would say is one of the main issues because with his passive, these additionals, you mainly are hoping that. So this guy does all additionals, which is I guess the main part of his kit, and you want him to do a bunch of additional supers, right? Now, a lot of the time, you're probably mainly going to get additional normals, which honestly kind of suck, but it does build up his attack a bit. But you mainly want the supers. Because, I mean, this guy could be defensively pretty good. I actually use him. I don't like the patch 3. I haven't tell why I don't use him because I don't have him. That, and honestly, there's just a much better survival cycle leader. UI Goku. Special poses in that category is bad. In general. But yeah, I mean, he has some pretty okay links here. On the latter categories. But I think another issue, he's restricted to super bosses. That is another issue. So, as super bosses, last year did get quite a good few, there was a few good units, but a lot of them, just. Because he has Cellmax. Honestly, very good unit. Broly, another good unit. Frieza, I mean, yeah, he's pretty good, I would say, but. And then. Fusion Zamasu, I think he fell off. Honestly, he's just not rentable. You're not really rentable anymore. That's a gamble right there. I know people are saying these guys are good, but from my experience, no. I'm too scared to run them. They take too damage too easily. And yes, I know you get that like dodge passive, but and they're good support, but like, they're just too risky. And there was this guy's super easy, which is why I said this guy did get better, because this guy links up a lot with him, and he has great support. And after he builds up, he's actually pretty nice, but he's very fragile at the very beginning, and you can't really take supers too well. Which is why it kind of is a problem for this guy. Because, I mean, this guy needs good linking partners. Because, I mean, while some of these super bosses are great, they don't, like, link up together with this guy. Or work together with him. I guess is the best way to say it. Then there's not really a slot 1 unit for super bosses. Except for Cell Max. And this guy, from my experience, has been a pretty decent slot 1. But he, later in the fights, in more difficult fights, obviously, he's more risky to have it slot 1. Then, he is a little bit, he definitely needs Rainbow Key Spears. Then his domain. He needs super bosses. If you want a super, yeah, that's in his domain, he becomes even better. Like, yes, this is a good, like, he's good here, but again, restrictive to super bosses. So while now why do I put him again above Vegeta and Topo? While he is a little bit restrictive, I mean, defensively, he can actually hold down on his own pretty okay. And, I mean, when you don't... it's just stage 3 are very... I mean, they're all... I guess you can switch them around, I guess. It's really hard to rank these guys. But yeah... His biggest issue is he trades to super bosses. I would say that's really it. Alright, next up we got Master Roshi. And Master Roshi. Honestly, I kind of like this unit. I don't have them, honestly. And I have showcased them, I think, on this channel. That or the whole channel? No, I think it's this channel. No, maybe I did showcase him on the other channel. I don't remember. But, I mean, he has a pretty good leadership. It's Peppy Girls, Turtle School, or Dragon Ball Saga. Turtle School being a very good category, because, obviously, because you got a bunch of Gokus. Yay. Gokus. Now, I know it does seem weird he leads Peppy Girls. You know, he doesn't lead Peppy Girls, but there's a reason why he leads Peppy Girls. Because now this is his biggest issue. Guess what? He's restricted. My goodness. Please stop. Yeah, I guess that was the biggest issue of last year, honestly. Quite a few of the units were very restrictive. I would say that was their biggest weakness. So, like the units were good. It's just the problem they're just too restrictive, man. Too much restrictions. Because this guy, he needs Turtle School allies, and he needs Peppy Girl allies. Turtle School and Peppy Girls do not work together. They do not. Alright, you don't need Peppy Girls. And then Peppy Girls stay around with this guy. There's the Bunny Boma, which is I'm doing pretty good. I don't have her, but I've seen showcases of her, and she seems pretty good. I believe she supports. I think this guy supports too, right? Yes, he supports Turtle School and Baby Girls. That's nice. Nice. He has damage reduction, but even though he has that damage reduction, do not put him in slot 1. Because he's not good enough. Because I think he gets the rest of his damage reduction post, after performing Super Tech. So, like, he's good, like a good slot 3 unit, I would say. Yes. But yeah, I would say, yeah, that's really his biggest. Like, slot 3, slot 2 would work. He's on few good categories. He's in pretty good categories. Earthbred fighters. Yeah, a lot of these do work. Link shields are not the greatest. But yeah, I'll say better because so while this guy is restrictive, just like the other guys, his restrictions are not too bad. As because Turtle School, there's a lot of Turtle School allies, so and a lot of them are good, which that's good. Now, Paper Girls, I would say that's not as good restriction. But yeah, that's really it. These biggest issues are restrictions, but it's not as bad as the others. Next up, we got Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Universe, Trade Powered Goku. Yeah. So this guy, I remember people were hating on him when I think he was revealed, but honestly, after using him quite a bit after, honestly, I think he's overhated. And honestly, people were starting to change their minds. They were like, yeah, this guy's underrated. He's actually pretty solid. Yeah. And even though it's a Heroes unit, guess what? He's not as restrictive. Yay. But, I mean, there is one restriction which I think applies to his orb changing here. Yeah, he randomly changes orbs if there's 3 or more crossover category allies, or just a character with Xeno in it. Let's see. Let me check crossovers real quick. Crossovers, I mean, last year's Java Heroes, not very good. I would say, honestly, kind of a weak way to go out. Oh, it's right there. But, I mean, there were some solid units. So while that part might be restrictive, he doesn't necessarily need it. Because, yeah. So he doesn't need it too bad. I think as long as you have like some sort of orb changer on the team, and he does have a passive which I guess can be somewhat difficult to get, which you need to get like 7 orbs to get, or 7 key spears to get all his full kit activated. But once you get that 7 key spears, you don't have to do that ever again. Like he keeps that ability for the rest of the game, which I think is great. Because I don't want to keep on working on getting 7 orbs every single turn just to have his full passive. Like that's not very good. And this guy he does some solid damage, but I don't think he does enough damage to Goku and Frieza boss fight. But for most part, he can do some solid damage. And he's good defensively, I would say. After he supers, I'll say this guy, you want to use him as a slot 2 character is probably better. I mean, he could work maybe for someone for the first few turns, like a little bit, but after, well, has a lot too. Yeah. Because after a while, yeah, it's after 4 turns, he does lose some of his defensive ability. But it's not too bad. Because he can actually still tank supers quite well. And his skill also does pretty good damage. Well, it does suck that you have to wait to turn 5. It's honestly not too bad. And you can run him on all these teams. So, while I guess the key, getting key orbs can honestly kind of suck. But it's not too bad, honestly. It's not too bad. Honestly, out of all the restrictive units, this guy has the best. And he can work on all these teams. Yeah, good links out in this thing. So yeah. Navi's problem is I think his stats are low. And honestly, that's probably heroes characters in general. Stats are a bit low. So I kind of wish they kind of boosted up the stats here more. Oh, what was that? That's weird. But yeah, overall, this guy's solid. Alright, next here we got Tech Vegeta here. Now this guy, when he first came out, I remember assuming this was like the best TUR in the game. I think at that time, I think I would agree he was definitely the best TUR as the time this guy did release. I think. Let me check. Spear Sands, that would be a good category check. Before him, never was this guy. Honestly, yeah. This guy, he's great, and I think he's still pretty good. Now, he has fallen off a little bit, but it's not by a crazy amount. Because this guy is still definitely usable. And quite a few events. He's great link set. Pretty good amount of categories, I would say. Leader skill is good. Vegeta family needed a new leader for quite a while. He likes Super Saiyans. So I think at the time of his release, it was a pretty good category. There were some solid units on there. But we definitely got some upgrades. Yeah, we did, because we got these two. Yeah, these two were very nice. Oh yeah, now our Broly too. He's on there too. Oh yeah, Gogeta. So you definitely got quite a few good options to run with this Vegeta. Plus, he's got Vegeta family, and last year, like I said, there was quite a few decent Vegeta family units that came out. And some good EZAs. And he guards. Guards is great. Guarding is great. He has damage reduction. And while I guess damage reduction is only temporary, it's fine. He stacks. And he stacks quite fast, I must say. Okay. Now, some like tougher fights like Red Zone, I think the first few turns can be a little bit squishy. Can be. But like he builds up fast enough to where, okay, he'll be fine in the rest of the fight. When he transforms, obviously this is a lot better. Like, he has permanent guard, permanent damage reduction. Yes. I believe at the time of this, and he just has what you needs. Or have what you needs. Have what you need. His actor's not bad. Wait. It's a weird active. Yeah, this is definitely a good active. What am I saying? Turn 3, you gotta transform, and 18% HP or more. That's an easy thing to do. And while there's a little bit of restriction of getting additional tech, which is a Goku is a very common character. Like, that's an easy thing to do. Here, I think he loses it. Let me see, what was this active again? I don't remember. Oh yeah, this is good active also. like yeah, easy active to achieve. Good super tech effects, good links, solid categories. Like yes, def- definitely a very good unit. And now let's move on to the next character. Okay, now we're in the very tricky part. Now, okay, now this is where it gets a bit messy. Yeah. So next up we got Majibu Good. So this guy, it's funny. He Majibu Good, but he's on the extreme class. Ah, that's funny. But yeah, Majin Buu. So this guy, honestly, very good. I mean, he's stacking defense. Now, speaking of defense, this guy does start squishy. Again, he does start squishy like a bunch of the previous units. But obviously, since he got stacking defense as time goes on, and he does do additionals, um, he gets better as the battle goes on. Yeah, and he does have a revive, which is nice. Problem with the revive though is he has to be the one that gets KO'd. Uh, so that's kind of suck, especially if you're like much later in the fight. Because this guy will have like if like let's say the fight goes on too long, or like goes on for so long, this guy's dead quite a few. It's very hard to revive because he won't take as much damage. But I mean, if you do get the revive, it makes him even better. He gets guard, which is nice. The only other restriction I think he has is having a Raja Busaga ally, but that restriction is not even bad. It's really not. Like, just one Majin Saga ally, that's good. And plus, Majin Saga last year got a huge boost. Like, they just make an upgrade. So that's not too big of a problem. He also leads Majin Saga, sworn enemies, which, not a very good category. I mean, it's good for a boo category, I guess. Yeah, he's on a lot of categories here. He also leads stored figures, interestingly. Yeah. I keep forgetting this category even exists. Man, honestly, this category's meh. It's just a useless category, honestly. I think they introduced the Tapion here. But this category, wow, they haven't introduced a lot of characters since that, huh? I mean, you got Rudion. But yeah, it sucks. It is not a good category. It really not. But yeah. Also, Boo got a bunch of Majibu allies. Like, because, I mean, he got a big, I would say Majin Power, that would be better. Because, I mean, this guy came out and he's pretty good, he's pretty good cyber unit. I mean, Majin 18 can work. She could. And then you got characters like, Tech Boo. That was a great EZA. He's still very good. This guy's pretty solid. I mean, yeah, he's still pretty good. This Boo EZA was good. That one was pretty solid. I mean, there's physical Kid Boo, Tech Boo Han, who is coming up on this list. Other Boo, I don't know. Is he still good, guys? I don't have him, so I have no idea. I don't think Entertainment would work on this category. I think she needs other characters, don't she? And yeah, and there's also the recent addition of this guy's EZA. But if we're counting like 2024, this guy did not EZA, I think, as of that time, because he EZA'd in 2025. But even without Kid Buu, he's still good. Because with all those other EZAs and brand new characters that came out. So yeah, this guy's definitely runnable. The only reason why he's down here is, well, the other units above him are much better, in my opinion. And yeah, I mean, that's really it. Yeah, I mean, good leader skill, good super tech effect. He has a revive. Oh yeah, you got act skill, which I think it's not sure. Goes to the sure, isn't it? Place a single. Yeah, goes to the sure effect. Nice. Yeah, like. Oh yeah, and he heals. That's good. Yeah. I mean, there's not too much to talk about here, but yeah, I mean, that just makes him very good. Next up, we got Lord Slug. Now, I can see some debate of putting Majin Buu above him. I could. But I do think this guy, this dude, I remember when I did the Team Randomizer, this dude was a monster, man. Like, jeez. Like, this guy already starts off strong, and he gets even stronger. Like, yes, I like that. Yes. He has some pretty good leadership demonic power, which is a brand new category that he introduced in Human Deeds and movie bosses. And you need, I mean, Super Protect Fate is great. He's stunned. He has a domain. He's also great. Which powers up the support. He has damage reduction. His passive allows him to get even more attack and defense. Man, when he's fully built up, man. Oh boy. He does additionals. And after he gets attacked 5 times, you can see super attacks. Which is great. Yes. Thank you. And he heals. He can heal. Like, all that is good. He has all the things people would like. Damage reduction, he supports, he heals. Foresee super attack. Yes. Yay. Now, the only problem with this guy is one restriction, which is demonic power. I mean, that's really it. You usually need, I think, 3 demonic power category allies. Which, I mean, demonic power is not too bad. It really isn't, because you got the Majin Buu characters on here. So, hey, that's a bonus. Like, the Majin Buu characters on here, because, hey, they can work. Those Majin Buu characters are good. This guy's good. Makes him better. And plus, you got Gohans. Gohans, yes. These Gohan. Family Kamehameha Gohan. This guy is honestly pretty underrated. Future Gohan. He's so memorable. I mean, it's 23rd word for Is the 23rd? I don't remember what term it is. But this Piccolo is so good. I guess. This category. Oh, Glorio too. And he's a good unit also. Yes. And yeah. He has some pretty good links too. Except for 2 of them. Which I think is Demonic Ways. That's a garbage one. And the Megans. So I mean, and I guess his domain can hurt the Gohans on the team. Or Piccolos, if you bring Piccolos. Because it does reduce their stats. But it's only for 3 turns. So it's not that bad. And his active is also pretty good too. So, yeah. I mean, and yes, I definitely put him above Majin Buu. And because he's already started strong, and he gets even stronger. And he's definitely a lot stronger than Buu. Yeah. This was a great action character. Unlike Okay, we're in a tough spot again, because again, I think these next 4 can all compete for number 1. I think. But here we got Majin Buu Ultimate Gohan Absorbed. So this guy came out this November or October or December, I believe. And once again, so from the past, this guy works with with the past 2 units, which are also very good. So this guy needs power absorption, transformation boost. Honestly, that's a good transformation boost. Is that? That's not power room up. Oh, there's Broly though. Broly. So yeah, power absorption. Not bad of a category. Not too bad. Due to the fact you get all the Majin characters, so that's fine. Although I guess it kind of sucks a bit because yeah, he's just stuck to that. Just those characters. Those like few characters. Transformation boost. That's a good category. So more options. And there's restriction here. It's not bad. He supports, so that's another good thing. He guards. He's already good at the start of battle. He gets even better because he does stack up defense. He's your raise and take defense. Like, he gets all your basic stuff that you need. He has domain, which is yeah. Like, how does this work again? Yeah, so he does. I think. Yes, this game can be a little bit troublesome because having to wait till the 6th turn can be a bit of trouble. But I mean, if you have a full Majin Buu side of team, like the extreme one, he should be fine. And so it's not too bad again. And once he transforms, he's even better. He gets damage reduction. He changes orbs to tech, which he does need. Because he needs changes. He needs to gather a bunch of orbs. Yeah, like for my categories, some pretty good links. I guess this guy's good, and he's definitely slot 1 unit. He can cover that role. Yes, sir. And he can fit. And plus, he works on demonic power. Nice. Next up, we got Super Saiyan 3 Goku Angel. He is number 3. Kind of fitting. Super Saiyan 3 Goku and number 3. Alright. Now this guy. Now, I could be. Oh, I have the character. Why am I on here? There he is. But yeah. Actually, honestly, I think I did underrate this guy when he first came out, but I've been using him quite a lot recently. And honestly, I love using him. He's fun to use, and he gets stuff done. Well, okay, he's not doing the damage stuff because that would be the first complaint about this guy. His damage honestly sucks. It just does. He's just not doing a lot of damage. Offensively, on the other hand, that's why this guy is honestly up here. That leader skill. Majin Buu Saga, other Warriors, not too much will care about that. Other than Gogeta, I mean, he does get Gogeta. And next every battle. Those are 3 good categories. Well, 2 good categories. Third one, I mean, it's only really good. Actually, Grandpa Gohan, that's good too. Yeah, it's mainly good for these 2. The reason why I'm not saying this guy because he's not Majin Buu Saga. Yeah, because most of the other World Warriors are. And yeah, like a few turns, like yes, this guy is a defensive juggernaut. Like yes, he's must slot 1 unit. Oh no! As the battles go on, he does lose defense. So now, I guess I could see where you put Buhan over this guy. I could definitely see it. But yeah, I think what I like about this guy is there's just so many teams he can run on. Like, because he's a Goku. Because Goku has a lot of good. He has a lot of good support. He really does. So he can fit on any of these teams. Yes. Especially thanks to the Super Saiyan 3 category ally. Like, you got Gotenks. There's the purple Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Yes. And I guess if you want to put him in 2025 standards, this guy helps more. Yay. So yeah, he has some pretty good links too. Yes. This guy's only biggest issue is he's only good for the first couple turns. So you might want to just try to like hurry up and finish the fight. That and his damage sucks. Those are really his only issues. Other than that, he's very good. Yeah, that's what I like about him. Okay, next up are the two brand new New Year's. Well, no, not brand new, but the two New Year's units that came out. And these, yeah, well, it's the last units of 2024. And honestly, it's kind of hard to decide for me which one's the best, or like which one's number one and which one's number two. Because honestly, they're kind of interchangeable in my opinion. Like they kind of are. And yes, I don't have the units, but I have used them a bit, quite a bit, and yeah, and I've seen what have they done. Now, I also probably didn't have the best experience, mainly due to the fact, like I don't have the units, so plus I don't have a good leader skill for me personally. But they're both good for their own reasons. Now, who could I put number one though? Like, part of me really wants to put Diamond Goku as number one, but Glorio. I think Glorio might be number one. Okay, now let's talk about Diamond Goku. Why I think he could be in competition for number one. So, well, he's dodging. That's one thing. Like he's great slot one unit. He dodges. He has damage reduction too, so that's very nice. He greatly raises attack and defense for 3 turns. Plus, he supports allies for his super strike effect. Yeah. Now, at first, his damage does seem very lagging, but after he dodges, he's a type of, and he gets his full passive. He's good. Like yes. Great link sets. Loud categories. That's cool. It's in Super Saiyan 2. Speaking of Super Saiyan 2, let me check on that category because I don't think. Yeah. I mean, Super Saiyan 2 is better now. It definitely is. Looking at this. But it definitely could be better. Definitely could be. I mean, after skill is pretty good. In terms of having unit. Now, the thing that kind of sucks about this guy, leader skill. That leader skill is garbage. I'm sorry. Dragon Ball Seekers is just not a good category. And Transformation Boost, not the greatest, I would say. Like it's I guess I know you see all these characters on here. It's just they don't work together. If you get what I mean, they don't work. Yeah, it's like a mess. It's a mess of a category. And the best character you probably work with is Super Saiyan 2 Gohan or Goku and Gohan. Yeah. So yeah, like this guy can do some good damage after he's fully built up. Now, Glory on the other hand, he's on less categories, which does suck. But he does have a better leader skill. So, yeah. So, I mean, you got Accelerate Battle, which is a very good category. Because you got Super Saiyan 3 Goku. You got the Super Saiyan 2 Goku I showed you earlier. But I mean, if we're counting 24 standards, he's not on there. But you got Super Saiyan 2 Goku. And you got a few good options here. Then Diamond Goku. Yeah, he's on here. Then, yes. And Demonic Power, obviously, because the Majin Buu category. Oh, and Lord Slug, there you go. He's not very good links. But it all turns out to be fine because of his passive. He gives a massive support. Yeah, he's dodging. He's doing a bunch of additionals. Plus, he can actually kind of stack. Like, that's good. And he's great raising and taking defense too. Like, yes. So, I think kit wise, I mean, this guy's doing a lot. He's doing a lot of damage. He's supporting too. And this is all slot 3. And he does have a better leader skill. So he can work with better characters. But honestly, I think I might give it to Goku here. Mainly because they're just like Glorio is restricted to like certain, I guess, like categories, and like okay, like good categories that he can work with. Because you're probably mainly gonna run talking about power. Every battle. I mean, there's a few good characters here and there. Which is a bit messed though. Battle wits. Jeez. Not a very good category, honestly. It's really not. And Drabble Seekers and heavily events. Who even uses heavily events? Like, I'm sorry. This is not. It doesn't work. So like, you're gonna run for don't want power. That's his only true category really. And a little bit accelerate battle. But around damn Goku he is the kid, he has the super protect effect, he has the links, he has the categories. The only biggest problem with this guy, while he might do less damage than Glorio, he just works on a bunch of more teams. And the only biggest problem with this guy really is his leader skill. So that's why I think I might put Diamond Goku as number 1, Glorio number 2, Series 3 Goku, Series 3 Goku I think probably 3. And there you have it. That's my ranking. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new or you haven't done already. Actually subscribe, there's a bell icon, bell icon, you get notifications when my brand new videos come out. And if y'all have different opinions of how these characters should be ranked, tell me in the comment section below. Tell me your reasoning why. And maybe I might interact with the comment. And I might agree with you, or if you give good enough reasoning. And yeah, that'll be it for today's video. Hope y'all enjoyed. See you guys next time.